to an exciting unboxing of a giant pen box with a very small pen inside. It's actually not very small, but like relative to the size of the box, the pen is small. Useless information from me. Welcome, I am Gourmet Pens. If you don't know me, I don't know why you landed here if you don't know me. Anyway, the pen is a Leonardo Officina Italiana pen. And before I show you the pen, I'm just going to show you the box. This pen was sent for me to check out by Leonardo Pens, and I am honored to do so because I actually really like these pens. It comes with this little card. Gold nib, 14 karat, made in Italy, Italian original quality, worked by hand from solid bar, guaranteed for life against any manufacturing defect. That's the pen and the nib stuff. Here's the box. It is giant. It's like kind of squishy, but not really, and it's black, and it's like the kind that you clamshell open. Oh, okay. Clamshell open this way. Okay, I guess I'll put the pen in. It's a decent looking box, right? Like, it's pretty. Tan, like smushy. What really excites me is that it comes with a pen, which you would expect when you buy a pen. And it comes with a bottle of ink. Awesome. And then I was like, oh, it's a Leonardo Pens ink. And then I was like, oh, it's just blue. It's probably going to be boring. False. It is not boring. It is actually a gorgeous shade of blue, which I will show you. It's that. Superb color, like rich turquoise with red sheen. Right up my alley. Big fan. Really like it. Cute bottle. Oh, yeah. And it also comes with like the Furore stuff. So this is the Leonardo Pens Furore in emerald blue or turquoise. Emerald blue, literally. That is what it is listed as online. I don't know how that happens. I don't know what emerald blue is because that sounds like green blue to me, but it's like a speckled turquoise and it's very pretty. The notebook has stuff in it. Certificate of authenticity, and it's in Italian and English, and it tells you the story of Leonardo Pens and talks about the pen right here. Literally in the notebook, it says emerald blue. Like, I'm not crazy. This is what it's called. And what else? There's a whole bunch of other colors, all very tempting. It's a catalog of all the pens and nib options. So, nib options are in here. Steel nib, you can get extra fine, medium, broad, and a 1.5 millimeter untipped stub nib. And for the gold nibs, you can get, they're 14 karat. You can get extra fine, medium, broad, and a 1.3 millimeter stub, which is what I have on here, which is supremely exciting. So that's the box. Now, details, as I said, emerald blue, really pretty. It's engraved with Leonardo Officina Italiana, number 1121. They're not limited, but they're numbered. Gold trim, round, and sorry. They come with a converter, and the converter is like super sexy. It's like, I know it's really stupid. I know you don't really see the converter, but they like covered the little turning knob with this like gold tube that's engraved with Leonardo and the logo. And it's just like a really small touch that I'm like, yeah, that's really sweet. Now, it's supposed to be one of those kinds that you open the back of the pen, so it's like a fake piston and you turn it there. I don't really care for that. I just prefer to open the barrel because then you can see how much ink you've got too. I got ink on my fingers. Really, really comfortable pen. And I really like them. So, let me tell you about the pricing. Steel nib. I'm going to do without VAT only because without VAT is applicable to me. But if you have VAT, you can just go to the website and check it out yourself. Steel nib is 145 euros. And if you want the gold nib, it's 326 euros. So the steel nib is definitely like a more doable, like without saving up really, or like crazy splurging. I think it's a decent price that you're like, okay, that's wild, but I can do it. The gold nib is definitely more of a splurge, but it's a really nice writer. And if you go to stilografica.it, which is Casa della Stilografica, you can use the discount code Florence and get 10% off yours. And I don't get commission. I'm just sharing with you in case you really like one and want one for yourself. So there we go. That's my initial spiel about the pen and the ink and the box and the paper and the other paper and the sleeve and all that stuff, because that's the less exciting part, because the more exciting part is how does it write. So let us pop on down to my desk and see how this 14 karat gold stub nib writes, and I'm gonna make you want one too. So I'll see you in a second. Bye-bye! Hello, welcome to this part of the video. That's a weird introduction. Okay, so you've already seen the box and all that kind of stuff. Let's take a look at the pen and the ink, and then we're gonna do writing stuff because that's the most fun. Okay, so when I first saw that the inks were being released, I was like, oh, it's gonna be boring. It's just, I don't know. I was not super thrilled about it. Then I got a bottle. First of all, this is a really good looking bottle. Secondly, it's 40 mils. I think the label is super classy. It's got a nice, I'm really hesitant to open this on a white thing. It's got, sorry about the shift, a nice wide mouth for filling. That's awesome, because that does not always happen in fountain pen inks. This is the color, gorgeous. It is a deep turquoise with red sheen. Love it. I'm a huge fan. So, anyway, that's not what we're here for. We are here for the pen. Let me zoom in just a wee bit. This is the pen. This is the Leonardo Officina Italiana number. What number is this? Well, I don't know. I can't see it. 1121. This is the Furore in the Furore? Whatever. You know what? You know what I mean. With the gold trim. This is the emerald blue, I think. Turquoise. You'll see different names for it. Let me see it in the notebook. The notebook says emerald blue. I'm not crazy. It is actually called emerald blue. And on some websites, you'll see it called turquoise. I can see greenish bits to it. I can see blue swirls. It is a gorgeous pen. I'm a huge fan of the model. I'm a big fan of the colors they have used and the build quality. So far in my experience, having used 3 of these pens, of this particular model, has been really good, really solid. I like the clip close to the cap. Not too much trim, clean engraving that kind of blends in. It's a nice size for me. I use it comfortably unposted, but if you do need to post, you absolutely can post. But just look at it, just that section's really comfortable. Nothing is sharp here. It is a captive converter, so you can operate your converter through the blind cap. Personally, I just open up the section because I don't care. The thing I will say is that they use really nice converters. Very classy, and it adds just a little bit something to the inside of the pen. It's oh, it's a converter. But it's a nice converter. I've had no issues with it. This is nice and smooth. Closes up easily. The nib on mine is a 14 karat gold stub. Sorry. I'm trying to remember the nib width. I think it was 1.1 millimeter. But we will do writing with it. You can see it. It is laser engraved, single slit, single breather hole. It is engraved, stamped with the gold content. It's got a plastic feed. I've had no issues with the plastic feed. To be honest, I've had absolutely no issues with the performance and comfort of this pen. So far, I'm super pleased with it, and I absolutely think they are worth treating yourself to. So let's take a look at the writing and see what you think. Okay, so here we have the Leonardo. Let's just do some doodles. So that's the nib for your viewing pleasure. Now let's move back over here. The hardest part about this is, first of all, I'm trying to not hit the camera. The hardest part is figuring out what to write while also spelling properly. So It's pretty wet. The tipping makes it, sorry, I'm trying to not breathe. It's not that easy. The tipping makes it fairly smooth, but it has some decent variation still. So I would call it, like, it's definitely a stub. Like, it's not an italic. It's not even a cursive italic. But if you like cursive italic, you could get one of these and have it modified. I think for daily writing, it's a great option because it's forgiving. You know, it's like not sharp. It just works. Free weight. Fast writing. So, I don't know. I think it performs really well. I actually like it a lot. Just move down a bit. I'm going to zoom in, rearrange you. Can absolutely use it for really crude calligraphy. Crude because it's my handwriting, not because there's anything wrong with the calligraphy. Okay, so we have done some writing, and let me just show you a top angle view. So there you go. You can see what it looks like. I hope you found this useful. If you enjoyed, I would love it if you would like and subscribe on YouTube. That would be fantastic. Check out my other videos. I've got a whole bunch, like a lot of writing and stuff. And if there's something in particular you would like to see, leave me a comment below. Thank you to Leonardo Pens for sending this over for a review. I'll include links of where you can find these using discount codes. Just tossing that out there. And I'm on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, Instagram, and Patreon as Gourmet Pens. Thank you again. We will see you next time.